I'm now at Czech Republic, the most beautiful capital in Europe, Prague. This city has so much to offer, but time not on our side, so we have to pick the best.
Deemed as one of the most beautiful buildings in Prague, the National Theatre in Prague is a stunning new Renaissance building constructed between 1868 to 1881. The building now sits proudly alongside the banks of the Vltava River, its golden roof gleaming in the sunshine on fine weather days. For Czech people, the National Theatre is one of the most important cultural institutions in Prague. Since its inception, the theatre has played an important role in the development of the Czech language, Czech music, and dramatic arts. The theatre served its purposes with loyalty for almost a century, when in 1977 was closed for reconstruction. Everything went precisely by the plan, and the theatre opened its gates again exactly on its 100th anniversary.
Right across the National Theatre is one of the most talked about cafes in Prague. Well, seems like a perfect timing for tea and some sweet delights.
The famous Grand Café Slavia across from the National Theatre opened in 1881 to coincide with the opening of the theatre. It at once became a meeting place of artists and intellectuals, including former President Václav Havel, who was a frequent customer during his dissident years. Café Slavia is a very pleasant place to have coffee and dessert. I was asked to try palachinki or to warm up with grog or hot chocolate, which are made to perfection here. And if you find space, get a table by the riverside windows to enjoy beautiful views of the Prague Castle. Upon speaking to the manager, I was told that this traditional cafe in the historic center of Prague offers Czech and international cuisine. I could also try the breakfast menu, which starts from 8 o'clock in the morning when the cafe opens. Every day between 5 in the evening till 9 at night, there will be a professional piano player on stage performing live music, with this rarity in Prague.
This cafe was opened in 1863, so it's one of the oldest cafe in the middle of Europe. Sometimes that the actors have a pause or break, they come here, they quick eat something and go back.
The pictures on display and the stories that are told record many interesting anecdotes, which are especially meaningful to the locals.
This is a Czech tart, and the combination is really good with espresso.
Oh.
Because this sweet liqueur, it's called vaječný liquor, it's really sweet, so it's good the combination with the dark coffee, espresso.
The manager had so much to share with me. She said, "We know that you can't eat and drink from surroundings. However, we are convinced that the good surroundings and atmosphere of the large Café Slavia are the reason that so many interesting and well-known people come to our cafe." She told me that they are number 1 in Narodní Street, and not only by address. The location by Moldau River and Narodní Street makes it possible to observe the whole Czech history from the window of Café Slavia.
This bridge will give you a different feels in different time frames. In the daytime will give you a warm feeling, but at night it will be a totally different ambience. Some say it's very romantic. Well, I would like to find out.
Charles Bridge is the famous historical bridge that crosses the Vltava. Its construction started in 1357 under the auspices of King Charles IV and finished in the beginning of the 15th century. As the only means of crossing the river Vltava, the Charles Bridge used to be the most important connection between the Old Town, Prague Castle and adjacent areas until 1841. This connection made Prague important as a trade route between East and West Europe. The bridge was originally called the Stone Bridge or the Prague Bridge, but has been the Charles Bridge since 1870. bridge is a quiet place, but during the day, it changes its face into a very busy place with painters, owners of kiosks, and other traders alongside numerous tourists crossing the bridge.
The Charles Bridge is the most magical point of all Prague. The Charles Bridge is one of the oldest stone bridges in our country, and he became very popular after he been transformed in the beautiful avenue with more than 30 statues representing the most common saints from the Catholic first, St. Joseph, St. Antonius. 29 statues are stoned, only one is from bronze. The people believe it that touching one of these bronze tablets, they can express one wish, and your wish will come early through.
Before we go further, I would like to know is that we can make a wish and the wish will come true.
Of course, but I don't know how quickly. If there are a lot of people on the bridge, maybe you have to wait.
Have to wait.
If you come in January, it's going to be more quickly.
Oh, really?
January are not so crowded.
Let's go and make a wish. So how?
So you make a wish and you touch.
Your wish is supposed to come true.
Yes, super true.
The bridge was built from Bohemian sandstone. There is a legend saying that eggs were used to enrich the mortar used to bind the stone blocks to make it harder. Although the saying cannot be verified, modern laboratory tests have indeed proved inorganic and organic ingredients to the mortar. Later, the use of eggs in Charles Bridge mortar was confirmed. The little quarter almost hasn't changed during last centuries. Only a few buildings were constructed after the end of the 18th century, and it can be proud of its impressive Baroque palaces and old houses. It was time to discover one of the most exclusive and exquisite products in the Czech Republic.
For those who love crystal, this is the place you can get it from everywhere. How to get a good crystal? We'll tell you later.
One of the Czech Republic's most famous products, Bohemian Crystal, is sold in shops throughout Prague. Czech glass is one of excellent quality and much of it is handmade. The Bohemian glass or Bohemian Crystal, as glass and crystal have the same meaning in the Czech language. In the context of grind-decorated glass, is a decorative glass made in Bohemia and Silesia since the 13th century.
Special crystal, very good crystal from Czech Republic. It's here. This make Mr. Shevčík. Yeah, our piece is handmade. It's very deep design. It's first quality.
How to see and identify the first quality and good quality of crystal?
If you every piece have a mark with 24% lead crystal.
Number one is the mark. Okay.
Yes, yes. And if you have glass, can I? Oops.
Be careful.
This.
I mean, to hear the sound.
Yeah, it's good crystal.
Czech Bohemian Crystal glassware contains 24% lead oxide, and the lead content gives the glass a crystalline sparkle. The unique designs in crystal artwork and superior product created from its magnificent glass have made it very popular throughout the world.
Okay, so basically, if we want to value the crystal, it's based on the diamond card. Is it called diamond card?
Yeah.
So like this one is flat, that we can feel it is flat. So it's not really deep card. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, this is with diamonds really.
And this is a deep cut. Yeah, we can
it's
feel it.
strong.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can feel it. Yeah. So it's based on the cutting. Then the price will be different value.
The manufacture of Bohemian cut lead crystal is one of the most important industries, with the oldest of traditions in the Czech Republic. Bohemian glass and crystal has been made in Bohemia for more than 800 years. The industry is founded on well-established craftsmanship, technical skill and artistic iniquity. While looking and browsing through the beautiful crystal pieces, the academic part of me wanted to know more than what meets the eye. A quick read satisfied my curiosity. Bohemia was a part of the former Czechoslovakia, now known as the Czech Republic, and was famous for its beautiful and colorful glass. The history of Bohemian glass started with the abundant natural resources found in the countryside.
I was told that there is one specialty restaurant in Prague that I must try, as I will be in for a surprise, and that got me excited. Who does not like surprise?
In for a pleasant surprise indeed. The ambience is fantastic. The decorations and the setting sets the right mood for the almost perfect dinner. And a quick look at the guests who have been here. Wow! Morgan Freeman Road. I wasn't even hungry. Most delightful all around. Jean-Paul Gaultier. Merci for the delicious evening. Restaurant manager, Mr. Porger. With a place like this, I am looking forward to them serving me one of their signature dishes, the famous blue duck. And my conclusion on the taste? Never knew that duck could taste so good.
Hi, Mr. Porger, can you tell us why this restaurant became so famous and popular, and the people come from all over the world to try your food?
I think the interior is most popular. Everything is new, but everything looks old. So, and the food also. We have a special Czech cuisine.
The Czech Republic was a major European force. In the Middle Ages, has hundreds of castles. However, Krastejhn, set high on rocky hillside in the forest, is unquestionably one of the best.
Castle Krastejhn is one of the most fairy tale castles in the Czech Republic. It was built in 1348 to 1368 by the King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor Charles IV as a place of safekeeping for reliquaries and crown jewels. The heart of the castle is Chapel of the Holy Cross. Its walls are covered by semi-precious stones, gilding, and 127 panel paintings of saints from the workshop of Master Theodoric.
Here you can see the copy of the Czech Wencelas crown. It was a crown of Charles IV. He was the first Bohemian king who was coronated also to the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. This is the copy of the crown of Czech kings from the 14th till 19th century.
When we see the kings, when they put on the crown, they always bring this golden apple.
Yes, it is. It's of course copy. It's the golden apple as the symbol of the power of a Czech kings in the past.
So this is the main entrance of the castle?
Yes, just this place. Here you can see the Imperial Palace, the Marian Tower, and the main tower of this castle. So here you can see the model of all the castle. The castle has 5 found the parts. The first part is the tower of the castle's well. This well is 80 meters deep, very long. And here is the Burgrave house for the man who guarded all the castle. Here the imperial palace and the big tower with the chapel of the Holy Rood. All this castle they built only 9 years in the 14th century. This castle is the symbol of the Middle Age time. Just here in this castle, who was founded in the 1348, it was deposited just these coronation jewels and also very important documents of a Czech kingdom in the 14th century. It was deposited in the main tower of this castle, in the chapel of the Holy Rood. You will see it today. This key is the original, this one is the original from the 19th century.
Okay. Thank you. The wall is very beautiful.
The sight of this room is marvelous. The roof and the walls are decorated to reflect the importance of the items stored here.
You can see also some pictures. All the pictures are original from the 14th century. We have here 129 Gothic pictures. And here you can see the grill, which is original from the 14th century.
Right.
It's the 14th century with some part of gold too. To the first part can to enter only emperor and archbishop, nobody else.
Right.
And here you can see the decoration of this grill.
Right.
You can see the semi-precious stones from the 14th century.
At Kachnicky, Charles IV fully developed in architectural forms the whole complicated system of his world outlooks and ideas on state. Beholding the beauty of this room, I understand why, according to UNESCO, Kachnicky Castle surpasses those castles already on the World Heritage List in the exceptional nature of its ideological calling, which ensure that this architectural composition be complemented by utterly unique artistic decoration. I have decided to end my night at the famous Wencelas Square, where one can do some shopping for local and international brands. Wencelas Square in Prague is a vibrant area of hotels, apartments, restaurants, bars, clubs and shops. There's nightlife and entertainment all around Wencelas Square and an array of international shops. Wencelas Square offers easy walking access to all Prague's sights and attractions. The 750-meter long and 60-meter wide boulevard that makes up Wencelas Square was laid out over 600 years ago during the reigns of Charles IV. It was originally used as the Prague horse market. Over the years, the square has been a regular parade ground for all kinds of organizations and political parties. Wencelas Square is where the Czechs come to let off steam. It can comfortably hold up to 400,000 people.
It's been another exciting day for me, and I hope you enjoy all the traveling. Hope to see you next week on my travel site. Goodbye!
Question 1. Which country produces Bohemian Crystal? A. Austria. B. Czech Republic. C. Poland. Question 2. Before 1870, The bridge was originally known as A. Stone Bridge, B. Prague Bridge, C. Charles Bridge. To end the contest, key in MTS space followed by the answer and send your SMS to 32776. For example, if your answer is A, key in MTS space A and send your answer to 32776. If you wish to participate again or send another entry, key in MTS and your answer and send it to 32776. First and second winner, 5 days ground tour in Shanghai or 4 days ground tour in Guilin or 5 days ground tour in Chengdu. Third winner, Canon printer MP258 and free 1-year subscription of Leisure Travel magazine. The correct answer for last week's episode are: Question 1. Brno City is in which country? C. Czech Republic. Question 2. Which is the largest artificial landscape in Europe? C. Letnis Vltava Complex. You stand a chance to win a grand prize of a 8 days tour in Europe, the ultimate 8-day 6-night New Europe Explorer, Prague, Bratislava, Budapest, Vienna, Salzburg, Innsbruck, Frankfurt, Herzogenaurach Village. Grand prize second winner, a Canon digital camera XS200 IS.